Assalamualaikum. Berjumpa kita kembali dalam RBT tingkatan 2. Hari ini kita akan masuk topik yang baru iaitu 2.2 Rekabentuk Mekanikal. 2.2.1 mengenal pasti komponen mekanikal. Ini adalah beberapa contoh komponen mekanikal. Apa itu sistem mekanikal? Sistem mekanikal terdiri daripada gabungan komponen-komponen mekanikal untuk membolehkan alatan ataupun mesin berfungsi. Fungsi gear. Ini adalah contoh gear. Fungsi gear adalah untuk memindahkan kuasa daripada sumber kepada penerima serta menukar kelajuan. Ini adalah contoh penggunaan gear. Kita ada gear serong, gear taji, gear skru, gear tulang hering, gear rak dan pinan, gear helix. Gear serong pilin, gear bilitan, gear dalam dan gear meter. Awak perlu cari 5 alatan mesin yang menggunakan gear dan namakan apa gear yang digunakan dalam alatan tersebut. Seterusnya adalah pautan. Apa fungsi pautan? Iaitu menghubungkan antara komponen atau bahan untuk melengkapkan sistem. Biasanya awak tengok pautan ni kat mana? Tuil ataupun tuas. Tuil ataupun tuas ialah sistem yang berkaitan daya, beban dan fulcrum. Terbahagi kepada 3 kelas, kelas 1, kelas 2 dan kelas 3. Kelas 1, fulcrum dia berada di tengah. Contoh alatan dalam kelas 1 adalah gunting. Kelas 2, dia punya fulcrum berada di hujung. Contohnya kereta sorong. Lepas tu pintu. Kelas ketiga, fulcrum berada di hujung belah kiri. Di hujung. Ini adalah dia berada di hujung dan dia punya beban berada di hujung. Tadi untuk kelas kedua, beban berada di tengah. Contohnya seperti penyapu, penyepit, kail, stapler. Takal ialah mesin ringkas yang terdiri daripada satu roda yang berputar pada gandar. Fungsi takal adalah bagi memudahkan kerja-kerja mengangkut ataupun mengangkat beban yang berat. Tali sawat digunakan untuk menghubung takal. Seterusnya adalah takal. Tali sawat. Tali sawat menghubungkan takal pemacu yang dipasang pada enjin ataupun motor elektrik dengan takal dipasang. Aci sesondol. Aci sesondol digunakan untuk membuka dan menutup injap. Ianya boleh didapati dalam kenderaan bermotor. Aci engkol, crankshaft. Aci engkol berfungsi untuk menukarkan gerakan linear kepada gerakan berputar, seterusnya sebagai penghantar kuasa kepada kotak gear untuk menggerakkan kenderaan. Ini adalah contoh aci engkol. Okey, ini adalah contoh pergerakan aci engkol dan aci sonsondol. Atas ni adalah aci sesondol. Okey, yang bawah ini adalah aci engkol.
Today, the internal combustion engine is used in motorcycles, automobiles, boats, trucks, aircraft, ships, heavy-duty machinery and power generators. A four-stroke engine is an internal combustion engine in which the piston completes four separate strokes: intake, compression, power, and exhaust during two separate revolutions of the engine's crankshaft, and one single thermodynamic cycle. Let's take a look at the basic internal parts of a four-stroke engine. Inside the engine block, there is a crankshaft. Piston rods are attached to crankshaft. Pistons are attached to the piston's rods. As the crankshaft turns, it causes the lifter to make each piston move up and down. At the top of the crankshaft there is a camshaft which is connected to the crankshaft by a timing belt. While the crankshaft is making the pistons move up and down, the camshaft is turning, making the valves to open and close. Let's now take a look at how the combustion creates pistons motion. First, intake stroke. The inlet valve is opened, and the fuel-air mixture is drawn in, as the piston travels down. Second, compression stroke. The inlet valve is closed, and the piston travels back up the cylinder, compressing the fuel-air mixture. Just before piston reaches the top of its compression stroke, a spark plug emits a spark, to combust the fuel-air mixture. Third, combustion stroke. The piston is now forced down by the pressure wave of the combustion, of the fuel-air mixture. The engine's power is derived, from this cycle. Fourth, exhaust stroke. The exhaust valve is opened, and the piston travels back up, expelling the exhaust gases through the exhaust valve. At the top of the stroke the exhaust valve is closed. This process is repeated. What had been presented is the cycle of operation of one cylinder, of a four-stroke engine. Generally engines have two or more cylinders acting in concert with each other to produce the engine power.
Gelongsor. Okey, gelongsor ataupun dipanggil silinder. Berfungsi sebagai bagi mengurangkan geseran bagi pergerakan komponen yang berbeban berat.
What's going on, guys? In this video today, we're going to be taking a look at the
Okey, ini
Evo
adalah
slider by Rhino.
contoh penggunaan dia. Okey, nak menggerakkan, mengurangkan geseran.
I'm going to skip over all of the super technical stuff about this slider. I'm sure there's tons of videos online going over the technical specifications of the payload and all the other tech stuff. I'm just going to go over what I like about the system, what I don't like about the system, and how I use it in my video production. So this configure setup right here that I have is the Essentials bundle that you can get from Rhino, but mine has the ARC paired with it as well. And for this configure setup that I have, you're looking to pay around $1,540 for. Now I know that that's a lot of money, but like I said, I'm gonna get into the things that I like about it, the things that I don't like about it, and how I use it, and you'll be able to decide if you need this in your video production. Now, a few things that I do really love about this system is it's super lightweight. The body of this is made predominantly from carbon fiber. There are stainless steel hints on it. It's just a solid build for a slider. But aside from the build of it, the weight of it allows you to use it on a single tripod or a single set of of tripod legs. You pair the weight of this system with the carrying case, it just makes it super simple for you to take and actually want to use for your video production. I don't like big and bulky systems. I'm glad that this system does not require you to have 2 tripods to set it up. Then you don't have to worry about doing all the leveling, all the other mumbo jumbo things that go into systems like that. Another thing that I really love about this system is just how simple and easy it is to use. So when I got this, it was no need for me to read any manuals, look at any YouTube tutorials on how to set this up. You literally just plug in the required wires, turn on the Rhino motion, and you're just a few clicks from setting up a live motion within seconds. So the ease of use with the system, how light it is, are 2 of the things that I really like about it. A few things that I don't necessarily like about this is this configuration that I have, I don't feel is long enough for me and what I want to do with it. With this Essentials bundle, you get a 24-inch Evo slider, which is amazing for what I initially wanted it for, but once I found myself integrating this into my main video production, I found that this was just not long enough. My initial reason for getting this system was to just shoot product shots of the different products that I was going to be reviewing on the channel, and this works fine and amazing in that aspect. You strap your camera with an extended focal length lens like a 50mm, you add in some foreground items, you can definitely tell that the slider is moving a significant amount. But for my video production for music videos, don't get me wrong, I've gotten some really clean, accurate, extended focal length shots with this. It works well. But for some of the wide shots that I like to get for my video production, you can't necessarily tell that this is moving a lot unless you get lots of items in the foreground. So this is cool when it works well for my initial reasoning for getting it, but I wish that this was a little bit longer. I found a fix for the next negative that I have about this system, but I'm gonna have to add it into the negatives because there's gonna be some people that don't want to use a tripod for this. Another negative about this is it doesn't have vertical motion integrated into it. Now, if you're using a system with the arc, which is what I have, this is a motorized pan head. It allows you to add pans into your live motion controls. I also feel that the arc is necessary. I haven't used the slider without the arc. It adds a lot of functionality to the slider, but it doesn't add vertical motion into it. So when you find yourself creating a live motion, whether that be for photography, time lapses, or just slides, you're able to add the pan, but you just can't do vertical. So you have to frame your shot out with the ball head, and that's cool, but you can't move and get the vertical motion while the slider's going. Like I said though, this is light enough to get on a solid tripod with the fluid head. So if you pan the motion of the slider with the tilt that you can do on a fluid head tripod, you can add vertical motion into the slides. But it's gonna be some people who don't necessarily want to use this slider with the full tripod. You might just want to use it with the all-terrain legs. So this thing does not have vertical motion into it. So like I said, I primarily got this to do product shots of the products that I was going to be reviewing on the channel, but I'm constantly seeing this integrated into my main video production workflow. This thing provides super accurate shots when I want to get close-ups of people or just objects. It just takes that balance and mystery aspect out of using a gimbal. Now this system is by no means cheap, but the one reason that I feel that it's worth the price is I can see this being used in any other future video production that I might venture into. If one day I decided to fully take on film, I could see this as being an asset and a solution to getting smooth dolly shots. And I could pretty much just see this thing being used in all video production. So there it is, guys. That's my quick review on the Evo slider by Rhino. It's compact, it's lightweight, it makes it easy for you to travel with. It gets very precise shots. And like I said, I can see this thing being used in pretty much all video production. So if you guys are interested, I'll leave a link down in the description for you all to check it out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop me a like, comment, also subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Peace out, guys.
Seterusnya, galas berbola ataupun ball bearing. Galas berbola digunakan sebagai pengantara bagi objek yang berputar untuk mengurangkan geseran dan melancarkan pergerakan. Ada beberapa jenis galas berbola. Awak boleh lihat kat sini ya. Okey. Ni beberapa jenis. Dia ada berbola ni. Okey. Seterusnya, bindu ataupun chalk digunakan bersama mesin gerudi untuk memegang dan mencengkam mata gerudi. Okey, rantai. Rantai berfungsi sebagai pengantara bagi penghantaran kuasa antara dua gear. Apakah komponen mekanikal yang sesuai digunakan untuk memindahkan produk yang besar dan berat seperti kontena daripada kapal? Okay, jawab. Fikirkan. Okey, seterusnya 2.2.2 menjelaskan bagaimana sistem mekanikal berfungsi pada produk yang dipilih. Produk kita pilih adalah basikal. Okey, basikal ni ada dalam buku tab muka surat 48. Okey, dalam basikal ada dia hand gear, brake, okey, ada brake, ada fan. Okey, dalam kita tengok ya, satu persatu. Okey, handle. Fungsi handle mengawal haluan basikal sama ada ke kiri ataupun ke kanan. Brake. Sistem brake digunakan untuk memperlahan atau memberhentikan basikal yang sedang bergerak. Tuas yang digunakan pada pemegang mencengkam brake. Pedal. Pedal akan berpusing apabila dikayuh dan menghasilkan tenaga penghantar kuasa untuk basikal bergerak. Rantai dan gear memainkan peranan sebagai komponen pengantara kuasa. Roda. Roda membolehkan basikal bergerak dengan lancar. Galas berbola yang diletak pada roda membenarkan roda berputar dengan mudah.